Hello, it's Dino Dog, and welcome back. No, not welcome back because it's in a new series. Welcome to a new series now called TTT. Now you're wondering, what's TTT stand for? Well, it stands for Top Tip Tutorials. I know it's a bit of a mouthful. Yeah, or TTTs, Top Tip Tutorials. And the first series, well, it's like a series inside a series, but yeah, it's a big series, Top Tip Tutorials, because it could be on any app, any gaming app, or it could not even be on an app. You know, actually, Loomlands fits into Top Tip Tutorials, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, because that's a tutorial. Anyway, yeah. But I'll keep, and every time I want to give you a top tip, I'll go top tip, or something like that. I just want something funny to do. Anyway, the first series I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to call it Survival. And Survival, I'm going to call it SurvivalM. Basically stands for Survival Minecraft. And basically, survival is a very important thing in Survival Minecraft. Anyway, let's get started. So first we want to click on Survival, not Creative. If you want to do this is a series on how to do survival, but if you want to do creative, click on that. You can't die. Unlimited stunts. Flying, you can fly. Unlimited resources, no damage. Anyway, but we're going to do survival. You can also go into advanced and type in seeds. I've got one thing where I do seeds. That's one of my things, but we're not going to at the moment. Then we can also put in our name of our world. So we can get rid of my world. If you want to have my world, you can put it in. I'm going to call it TTT Survival M. TTT Survival M. Okay, and then click Create World once you have done all the stuff. And you will land in a world. Oh, by the way, I sort of deleted everything on my Minecraft world. You need to know this. So, yeah, Dino Dog's Paradise is gone. All those Dino Dog Paradise fans out there, and I know there are some out there. I hope there is some out there anyway. It's quite a nice world, and it also deleted my skin, and for some reason I can't find my skin. I think they've deleted it from the app that I use or something. But at the moment, even though it has nothing to do with dogs, I'm just a penguin that I think is quite cute. I like its app, but it's sort of black and white as well, even though it's got the yellow and the blue. It's black and white as well, so it fits ish. And the hands are okay. So if I hadn't shown you that, you probably would have thought it's just the normal Dino Dog skin. Anyway, we don't want to spend too much time chatting, because when you get into Minecraft, the first thing you need to do is get going. I'm not sure why I just jumped then. But yeah, and the first thing you do when you get going, I'm not going to do the top tip thing, because that'll just get annoying, like the top tip or anything like that. First thing you need to do is quick look at your surroundings. It's cool. We'll do another exploration video later when we're prepared. First thing you need is wood. And from wood, you need trees. So, if you're playing on Minecraft PE, which you should be, because that's my tutorial that I'm talking about. Yeah, Minecraft PE, Minecraft Pocket Edition. So you need to press and hold on a tree and punch it. Keep punching it until it's dead. Oh, yeah. And then just do this to the rest of the tree. Controls, you press these arrows at the bottom to move forward, sideways, backwards. Press this to jump. Press this to crouch, which means you can't fall off a block. Yeah. And if you're on creative, you can double tap jump to fly, but I'm not on creative, so And you can press the 3 dots to go into your inventory, and you can click on that to get armor craft. But you can't do proper crafting without a crafting table, which we'll talk about later. You can tap on all the different slots to switch to different slots. This is your levels bar, your what's it called, experience bar at the bottom here. This bar here, just above your inventory. That you know, you earn things for killing things, mining resources, things like that. You earn like little green orbs that you can catch, and they go into there. And you can use, and if you get a certain amount of them, you can use them for enchanting. The more you have, the better enchantment you can get. Then up here we have the hunger bar, and that'll go down over time. So you need to eat to keep that up. As long as that's up, there, then you will keep healing even if you lose health. And that leads me onto the health bar. You lose that. You lose health by falling, getting attacked by monsters, falling in lava, burning, things like that. And by the way, don't dig down to the underneath the world. On survival, you can't actually get down to bedrock and beneath bedrock. I don't think it's actually possible. But if you do, even on creative, you die. Unless you've got a glitched world, which I've had once, and you go like flying around and you can see all the bedrock. It's quite fun, but you know, if you haven't got a glitched world, then you can't do that. Here we go, we got it. Yeah, so if you want to break something, you press and hold. If you want to place something, you just tap where you want to place it while holding the block you want to place. And yeah, we'll come to other things, but that's basics. That's basics. By the way, this has a lot of spruce wood, and I'm a spruce, so you know I'm very pleased. I like spruce wood. It's my favourite type of wood. My favourite wood plank is actually acacia, like by looks, but I just feel like at home if I'm with spruce wood. I just feel at home, even though it's not my favourite type of wood by looks. It's my favourite type of wood because I feel at home when it's around. Oh, perfect. Okay, 13 wood should be enough. Now this is the time where you can look around your surroundings properly and think, what's there? Now, I know that would be very interesting if we were exploring properly and you want to get up there, but that's not going to be a very good place for a home because it's floating. Maybe we can make a house up there later, and call it like the floating house, and it'll be awesome. But at the moment we want a nice cave so we don't have to actually build anything. We can build something later. Also, you might want to kill a few animals so you can get food. I'll teach you how to cook that in a second. Oh, I'm becoming like a professor here, like Professor Minecraft or Professor S Minecraft. What do you call girl professors? I don't actually know what you call girl professors. Do you just call them professors? There's lots of flowers in this world, yeah. But I've seen this huge cave here, so I've decided this will be a good place to set up camp. You also have these things called chunks, and if your world isn't perfect, which no one is, then sometimes the chunks don't load and you have to get closer. Also, you get fog. You know, if you try and look too far in the distance, you can expand your render distance, but it's best to keep it at just medium. Right, so I've now got to look at a nice out-of-the-way place where I can start digging. Right, yes, but as you can see, it takes ages to get this, and it'll take ages if I try and dig a home. So I'm now going to go into here and click the crafting table. Then I'm going to craft 4 wooden planks. You need 4 wooden planks to make 1 crafting table. Any wood will work. Then you can place the crafting table, tap on it to work it. And this one you can still look in your armor inventory, but you can see the crafting grid's bigger, so you can make more advanced things. So I'll click that again. Then you can make sticks. So if you click things and then click the thing, and now 2 sticks and 3 wooden planks, that'll make me a wooden pickaxe. And a wooden pickaxe, well, diamond pickaxe would get you through a lot quicker, but this is just quicker than using your hand, and you can get the things. Also, we need to look for some coal. I'm sure I saw some. Oh, that was a bit pointless. Oh. Anyway, we need the stone. Did I see any coal before, or was that my imagination playing tricks on me? I'm sure I saw coal when I looked at it before. Maybe it's... Ah! Oh, phew, I thought it was going to fall ages. Ah, there it is. There. Thought I was going to fall like a really long way and die. I'm like, no! If you die in the early stages of the game, it's so annoying. Never dig directly upwards unless you're above ground. Then you should be safe. But if you're underneath the ground, mining, like underneath the ground, deep underground, then you've got to be careful when you're mining straight upwards and mine it like when you're out the way like this. Okay, I'm here. Not when you're, not when you're directly underneath it. Alright, it's good to get coal, because with coal you can make torches, and torches provide light so that monsters don't spawn in your home. Now, I think that's enough for now. No, we'll get all of it. You know, we got about 6 minutes, I think, on Pocket Edition. It might have been upgraded in the updates, because we've got the Nether, and my book's outdated. My Minecraft book's outdated, because it says Minecraft P doesn't get the Nether. And it does, we know. Yeah, it does get the Nether, but you know, the Nether's something we don't want to think about now. Ow, that's an example of what happens when you fall and you lose health. That's the example of what happens. You don't die, you just hurt yourself, and you go, ow, that hurt. I've grazed my knee. You know, you know. Oh, some experience done there. Thank you. Thanks for the experience. There we go. If you want any questions that I haven't answered, if you want to ask any questions that I haven't answered in my tutorials, then you can ask them in the comments on my videos, as long as there's something to do with what I'm doing in the videos, like the first day and night, here. Right, I'm just going to gather up my crafting table, because I shouldn't need to make anything again until I'm inside the house. So I'm just going to gather that up. Don't gather it up with a pickaxe, that wastes it. You need an axe to gather wood, and I can't be bothered to make a wooden axe because we've already got enough stone to make a stone one. Also, you might want to know, you can make torches with sticks and coal, and you can make and they're only 2, so you can make them inside your own inventory, as you see I did there. And then I can just bring up my torches. You get 4 from each one torch you make. You get 4 torches. Oh look, it's coming night. So I'm just going to dig a little bit further and then place my crafting table, and we can make a door. But we'll do that in a second. Once I've done a little bit more digging. Dig. Now, for a house, you really have 2 choices. If you want to make a long-standing house, this won't be my long-standing house. This is just somewhere to spend tonight and maybe tomorrow night. I'm just going to make a door. We need 6 planks to make one. You get now with the new 13.0 update, you now can get different doors for each different type of wood. You get a different door. So this is a spruce door. Before it was just oak doors with whatever wood you used. It was just oak doors, but now you have a different one. I quite like the spruce doors, but my favourite, quite like the Akia doors as well. But it's mainly but you can't use them in every day. If you're gonna use like big, long-standing mansions, like mansion, hotel, VIP type stuff, you'd want what type of wood do you use? It's dark oak, I think. But yeah, they're like nice and posh. These are like old wooden shacks. They're sort of like, yeah, normal. These are like old wooden shacks. Normal everyday is oak. That's the normal standard house. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying before, you have 2 choices when you're making a house. And that's to either make a huge, gigantic mansion underground and build most of your house into a mountain or a cliff, which actually uses less resources, but it's not as impressive. I like to build my whole things, and also it takes longer, and I like stuff taking longer, even though. Oh, there we go. My pickaxe is broken. Make another one. I showed you how to make one before, so I can keep. Or you can make a huge mansion out of, in fact, I can make a stone one, can't I? Make a stone one. Yeah, see, the stone one is faster. Now I'm going to stop there, and, but yeah, you can make a huge mansion out of, like, wood or stone or something pretty, something long stand. You can add rooms as you go, and you can build part of it into a mountain. It's always good. Oh, and that's the end of our video. So I'm just going to say bye, and the last thing I'm going to do is make a furnace, and we can do some cooking next video.